the greatest win for the organization is that even in the midst of war, and which with all the consequences that are very dire for so many million of people, that ICRC is able to establish some normalcy of life for millions of people. So I consider that the win is really to bring some normal life to people, even if there is no normal life around them. What sticks the most to me and what comes up whenever I have a quiet moment or I wake up in the middle of the night is definitely the experiences of the most vulnerable exposed to the effects of war. It's the meeting with children who have stepped on a mine and whose arms or legs have been blown off. It's the meeting of traumatized children who have just come out of massive bombardments, of violations of international humanitarian law, as we call them, and to see the effect of it with the most vulnerable is what is, of course, the most touching. Well, there is a lot I have experienced over the last couple of years, and let me just first say that what strikes me, that in the midst of war and in the midst of tragedy that we see and I see all the time, there is always an effort of many of those I meet to just recreate some atmosphere, some normalcy of life again. And sometimes I am a participant of that, and this is always very touching. And it can be all of what you say. I remember in a very violent-prone community in Central America, when I came and I got a drum in front of me and I had to participate in the big drumming and cheering up for the music, that it was a great experience. And I think it comes with tons of other experience. There is almost no visit I do to some of the worst places of the world which are not at the same time have a glimpse of hope, have a glimpse of normalcy, have a glimpse of cultural experience, because for many people affected by the worst, they are also trying to keep their hope up, and culture sitting together around a table is some of the basics to which I'm sometimes privy, and it's also what makes the job livable, even if the situations with which I am confronted are unlivable for many.